Hey, welcome to Old Ass Movie Reviews, and welcome to March, where we explore the wonderful cinema of Blaxploitation. And we are starting the month off with a return to Rudy Ray Moore and his follow-up to Dolomite, The Human Tornado. That's it, folks. Thanks for tuning in.
That was a good review.
um,
Um,
yeah.
you go ahead and start if you want.
All right.
I
Back when we did Dolomite, I really enjoyed Dolomite.
oh yeah,
It was a lot of fun. You could see that here's somebody with a lot of heart, and some of that transfers over for his sophomore effort here.
yeah, yeah,
He went into the Human Tornado to make it a comedy, um, and it's really funny. In the beginning of the movie, all the dialogue is him rapping, basically
yeah.
everything
It's a
rhymed and
stand-up.
stuff.
Yeah, it's a stand-up routine.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Man, he had a short script for this and tons of filler. Tons of filler.
Yeah.
This one isn't
Shit.
good.
The actor, crap. I had his name right in my head right until I started to say it.
Nope.
The guy from Ghostbusters, Ernie Hudson, is in this.
I thought, was he the
That's
cop?
Ernie Hudson, one of the main guys that he hangs out with. The bald guy that was in the turtleneck.
That was Ernie Hudson?
That was Ernie Hudson.
I'll be damned.
And the funny thing is, for anybody who hasn't seen the Human Tornado, it's it's okay. I mean, I don't know if that I'm never going to watch it like anytime soon,
No.
but I'm a straight white guy, and I like boobs as much as the next straight white guy. But holy cow, man! At least if you're going to show a woman's breast in the movie, try to make it seem like it's part of the story. I don't know, but there is just boobs.
Hence the name exploitation.
Yes, I know that. I know. I realize
It's very
that.
gratuitous.
But
Very.
it was just so overly done.
Yeah.
You know? It's like, okay, I get it. Women with big bottoms and breasts bouncing, but Jesus, man.
I think it's, I
Even
think
I
they
was
just,
looking at it, just looking around like, I'm missing something, man.
yeah. That was overdone.
Yeah, you think?
It was overdone.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah. There was, there was no point in it. And that's, I mean, I guess fine. We're not sitting here reviewing classic cinema. So
Not at all.
this is not on the Criterion Collection at all. So
Oh boy, it should be.
yeah.
Um, the sheriff.
Oh my
Now,
God, talk about a stereotype. Oh,
oh my God,
oh.
they started out really strong with their white trash stereotypes.
Did you
You can't even
see
call that
where
guy a
they were?
redneck.
Did you see where they were located?
I don't know, where were they supposed to be at?
Citronelle, Alabama. That's Mobile.
Oh no shit.
Yeah, they're over
Well,
near Mobile.
I think he was born in Alabama, wasn't
So maybe he was from that area. But what do you think
he? Is that
about
where he
the?
was supposed to be? I didn't realize that's where they were supposed to be at. I'm
Yeah,
sorry, I
there was
missed
a
that
little
one hard.
wonderfully done sign on the sheriff's wall or something, or on the
Oh, okay.
door. It was almost as good as the cardboard stars that were taped to the cop cars, that with the corners peeling off.
Well,
And
it
those
looks like
people, those white trash people that pulled up and saw the party going on.
for no
Oh,
apparent reason.
oh my
Now,
God.
you can't tell me, let's say if this were reality, now if this was reality, that everybody in that town wouldn't have known this really rich black guy owned a mansion up on the hill.
Yeah.
Everybody would have known it.
Everybody would have known that,
And
but
if
that
he was
didn't fit.
allowed to move in to that point, everybody would have been leaving him alone because he
Yeah.
had money.
Yeah.
That's just my guess because money talks and suckers walk.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this work starts to fall apart for me.
Yeah. Within the first 10 minutes.
Yeah, pretty much. That was yeah. Um, but the whole just the stereotype white trash was Now I've met white trash, and you've met white trash. We've all met white trash in our
Look where
life.
we live.
And look, exactly, you're gonna meet it. But you just look around and you stay away from it. Come on. And I like finally whenever the sheriff is throwing around the N word at the captain at the
Yeah.
precinct, the
We don't have
captain
any here.
finally grabs him and says, "We don't have any of them here. We have damn fine detectives. Now
Yeah.
fuck off."
Yeah.
And I was
Fuck
like,
you and
finally,
fuck off.
somebody told the kid
Yeah.
to go fuck off.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it took him long enough for that guy to finally stand up and tell him that.
Oh, it
It's like,
did.
really, come on, this is one of your best detectives, and he's sitting there using the N word left and right on him. You're not going to let that happen,
Okay.
especially some out of
Let's go to
town.
the police captain. Yeah, the police captain is a missed opportunity where at one point I think they were writing him to be involved somehow,
Yeah, I think so too.
and then they just didn't do it. As there's a
I think they
lot of
like the
setups
guy
that
too
go
much.
nowhere. What's that?
I think they just like the character too much. Like, that's too.
Yeah,
Let's make him. Well, let's keep him a good guy.
yeah, they did, but it's like you didn't go back and fix all this shit that was leading to it.
Right.
It's like what the? But this is
Rudy
Rudy
Ray Moore,
doing what Rudy does. He made a
which was
movie.
which wasn't horrible. I mean, I've seen worse. To this
Yes,
day, we've both
yes,
seen
we've seen
worse.
worse.
But the thing that killed me was the loose end with that sheriff.
Yeah,
I was waiting for Rudy to roll around and shoot him.
yeah. Why he didn't, I don't
He
know.
just starts laughing, ha ha, that dumb son of a bitch
I
thinks
got a
I'm
bulletproof
mad.
vest on.
And I'm like, well, wait a minute, now what? Are you gonna make me watch a third movie? You son
Yes.
of a bitch! Were you gonna kill this guy?
No, he's probably just going to be gone. And this is almost the same setup. Queen Bee in the club and the
Yep.
girls and the muscle moving in and taking the club and the women.
Mhm.
Okay, dude, let's kidnap two girls and take them to this crazy old witch.
This crazy old
Wait,
white woman who likes to torture people. What? And have guards all over the freaking place that
guards
weren't
all over
there
the
until they
place,
showed up.
testicle eating rats. Uh,
That was a good scene. How'd you
that
like?
was a
That guy deserved it.
yes, he did.
Sorry, that guy deserved to have those rats eat his nuts. Sorry, he deserved that.
Yeah,
You little
but
jerk.
that just comes right back to something that I heard so many times in there from Rudy or Dolomite.
Mhm.
You rat soup eating motherfucker.
You dumb son bitchin' mother. Oh my god, when he raps and he says he's gonna go kill that guy, I was just dying. I didn't even remember the rap, but he does a rap right
Yeah,
before they go to kill this guy, and I'm like, yeah, okay, that's actually a
yeah,
pretty good one. I like that. That was pretty good.
yeah,
Um,
dude. It opened up on like a stand up from him, and he was just ripping people apart. Mercy, and oh
God,
my
I would not want
god,
to be in the front row at one of his goddamn
oh
concerts. Hell
holy
no.
crap, he
And
was
they,
mean.
and they talk shit about Dice Clay and
Yeah.
how he talked to people. Fuck, Rudy Ray Moore made Dice Clay look like a
Oh
sweetheart.
my god, what an asshole! It was great.
It was wonderful.
Yeah,
I'd like to be sitting in the back row watching that. I don't
yeah.
want to be
Don't
in the
sit at the
front row.
front. Mm-mm.
Uh-uh. Not taking me or my old lady to go see him in the
No.
front row. Oh my God. But yeah, that whole thing, and that was confusing to me for a minute because they're showing him do his stand up, and I'm like, okay, this is him doing his stand up, and this must be his club, I'm assuming.
Right.
And then all of a sudden they cut to another scene, and he's in a completely different outfit, still doing stand up. They cut to another scene, he's in a different outfit, looks like the same club,
Yeah.
but and I'm like, they should have at least had him wearing the same thing the whole time. I don't know. That's what I thought, and it's all little things that bother me about this movie. The breasts weren't little; the breasts were enormous on every one of these women. I don't think he got any woman that wasn't corn fed to come in that place and show her boobs.
Yeah, it
But
was.
how do you beat around the bush to that? Like whenever you're making a movie back then, I mean, he must have known every one of these people still. These must have still all been his friends. He's like, we need breasts. Who's willing to show your breasts on camera? And they must have all been like your buddy going, hey, yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah.
Whatever. He's
Gonna
showing
be in
his
a movie.
ass. He was showing his ass, so I guess you know.
Yeah.
And that stunt where he goes down that hill, That's
Dude.
really him. Dude, that's fucking him.
Yeah.
That wasn't a stunt man.
Yeah, they froze it was he was diving over the bushes. And it's like,
Yeah,
my God.
that is a hell of a stunt. Because he rolls all the way down that hill through that ivy
Naked.
naked. And I'm like, he got back up and ran to the car. And I'm just thinking now, wow, how many takes was that? I'm just curious
Hopefully
whether they
one.
just did it in one take, like,
I
and he
bet they
got
did
up
it
after
in
the
one.
first take and said, I ain't doing that again. That's a hell of
How
a
about the
roll.
guy's car they stole?
Jeez, didn't they blow that up? I want
What's
to know
it?
what kind of ammunition he was using in that shotgun.
Yeah.
Where he shoots and the car just explodes.
Oh yeah.
It's like, come on, man. What the hell you got in that thing? Did they have a grenade launcher? I
They
don't
must
know.
have. They must have.
But God bless Rudy Ray Moore, man. He went out to make a movie and he made a damn movie and he didn't give a crap.
No.
You know, God bless him. And I guess he did 7 altogether.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think
So
he
I
did
mean, he
7.
made his money so he can make more. There was
Yeah,
a lot of technical issues.
yeah.
Speeding up a car chase looks like you just sped up a car chase.
Speeding up a
Speeding up
fight scene.
fights. Oh,
Mhm.
it
They
was so
never
bad.
work. They never work. If
But
they would have done it like 1 or 2 frames speed up, I think it may have worked a little bit better in the fight scene. But they
it,
sped it up way too much, and
it
I
was
think they
way
were
too
doing
fast.
funniness, but it takes you out of the funny
It does.
for
It
me. I
took
mean,
you out of the fight because it wasn't well choreographed. So they went
right?
slow and said, "Ah, we'll just speed it up." There's ways to do that now.
Hmm.
Fight scenes that I've been in, we shoot them very slow, but when
Hmm.
they're sped up to normal speed,
Yeah, when they're played
and
back
it
at
looks
regular
fine.
speed, it looks like you're really,
It
yeah.
really looks real at that point, so it's a little safer. But the thing that got me is he all this kung fu with his hands and the and all the weird noises that were coming out of nowhere. It's like, what the hell is going on?
That was actually, I found that kind of funny, but I
Oh,
also found it very annoying. Like, like you just said, like, what the hell is that supposed to
what is
be?
going on? And it's like, am I hearing this right? And it's like, oh yeah, he's just throwing in noises and stuff, and
Yeah.
he just keeps doing his.
In the Hulu, I think it's on Hulu special that I watched that he was talking about. They did like the little interview with him. He talks about that. He's like, well, I couldn't learn kung fu. I guess it just wasn't in him to figure out how to do any of it. He goes, so I just made shit up and they let me. Nobody. He goes, I didn't know what else to do because I had to try and make it funny because I'm not a fighter. He's like, look at me.
Yeah, yeah, which was one of the movies that we're doing this month is I'm going to get you, sucker. And there's a scene in there where two guys are like, I don't know karate. I don't either. You want to just fake it?
Yeah,
So,
I can hardly wait to see that. I haven't seen that movie in, geez,
yeah,
probably since it came out. I
yeah.
think I went to the movies to see that.
I think that's going to reflect well on what we've watched,
Hmm.
since it's spoofing all of these movies, which are already a spoof upon themselves.
Yeah. Yeah. There are 2 movies that I remember going to see at the Pandora with my friends that are on, I think Hulu, not Hulu, on Amazon, I think Prime. Um, Penitentiary and Penitentiary 2. I don't know if you've ever seen those. It's
Well,
about boxing.
when I finished Human Tornado on Tubi this morning, Penitentiary showed is coming up next.
Yeah, yeah. It's. I remember going to see those at the movies. Let me put it that way, at the Pandora in Taylor, and that was, yeah, those were good movies. Those were like good stoner movies to go see. And this guy just beats the shit out of everybody. He doesn't
I'm
want
good
to
with that.
box, and he's in prison, and they make him go. They forced him to become a boxer,
Right.
and he gets out of prison, and he's still got to go box. It's just, I just vaguely remember, but I remember really liking the guy that they had in the movie because he's just a cool cat.
Yeah.
He's trying not to get into trouble, and he wound up having to box. I think he winds up killing one of the guys in the ring. You know, just typical Blaxploitation movie. It was really good though. It's not a Rudy Ray Moore movie.
And here's the thing. When we did Dolomite, we gave Rudy a huge pass.
Hmm.
And I'm still giving him a pass because
Oh yeah.
he still did, he made a movie. He did what he
Hmm.
wanted to do. Um,
Yeah.
but this is not as good as Dolomite.
No, no, no. And I think it's because maybe he was trying too hard.
Yeah,
Um, and I understand that because you wanna make a better product than you did last time. And I think maybe what his I don't want to call it a problem. With Dolomite, I think he went in with a serious attitude with trying to make a serious um, Blaxploitation movie. He wanted it to be a serious movie. It just didn't turn out to be serious. So he looked around and went, okay, I can't do serious, obviously, so let me do comedy. And
yeah,
he did what he knows to do, boobs, ass, and swearing,
yeah.
which worked to an extent. But I think that I just wish he had the guy that was playing the detective again, that because that's the writer, I think, still in this movie. If he would have just sat down and let him write a story, like an actual,
Yeah.
you know, the beginning, middle, and end. And the sad thing is, I could still follow the story for as fucked up as it was.
Right.
I could still follow it. I still knew what was going on. I just wished all the ends would have been tied up.
Yeah.
The guy getting his nutsack ripped off by the rats was brilliant. I was like,
Yeah, that was
yeah,
great.
you deserve that, you scumbag piece of shit.
Yeah.
No problem. That's justice served. The sheriff getting away was not justice served. That
No,
was
that was
I don't know
weird.
how
And
he.
the
Sorry, go ahead.
sheriff, the white trash, I'm fine with making fun of those people.
Yeah,
Absolutely. But man,
yeah.
they were over the top.
Oh my lord! It was like I've met some real white trash. I mean, like you said, look at the area.
Yeah.
But my God, to just I don't even know how to put it into words. No, no, just no. Nobody gets away with it. I don't know that anybody would have got away with that shit back in the '70s. In that area.
No.
I don't know.
Especially
Maybe
in LA.
Raymond
That
knows more
wasn't going to
about that
happen.
area than I do. Like
Yeah.
like like I said, it's outside of Mobile.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna have to get in the car and drive over there and look around. I'm gonna drive around and I'll report back and go, yep, yeah, still like that. I
Not
think I
quite.
saw that sheriff.
Yeah. 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 It was it was messed up. It was I think you hit it on there. The first movie he tried to make a serious movie and it worked because it was funny unintentionally.
It was genuine. It
Yes.
was a genuine attempt to be serious that failed miserably.
And you could see that. Here
Uh,
was a genuine attempt to be funny and I think it failed.
and I think it failed maybe because of the writer not knowing. Because if I remember correctly, in the interviews that I saw, that guy wasn't. That guy thought he was a fine actor. That guy didn't. This isn't what he had planned to do. He was a teacher. He was an
Oh
instructor.
yeah.
And in the Eddie Murphy movie, I think he was. He taught at UCLA, didn't he?
I don't recall.
Forgot where the guy taught. I want to say he taught acting, and he was he was a more fine actor.
Right.
He considered himself a
Yeah.
fine actor. So for him to go from, let's say, Shakespeare level, even if it's in his head, Shakespeare level to Three Stooges, there's very few guys that can
Yeah.
do that and do that well. So for him to go, okay, I'll write you this comedy and have Rudy Ray Moore like throwing stuff in, this guy's, I'm assuming, knows some stuff is funny and other stuff he's just got to take everybody's word for it.
Yeah.
Like I don't see the humor in this. Like Lucille Ball had no sense of humor.
Hmm.
She had no concept of what was funny. She had to count on Desi Arnaz and people around her to say, "No, trust us, this is funny." She was a great actress. She could pull it off, but she didn't know, like reading a script, why something was funny. They would say, "Just go with it. You're fine.
Yeah.
Do it." And that's, I think, what this guy's problem was. Whenever he was writing it, he didn't know what was funny.
Well, and that's it. If he'd have written a serious script and let it go,
Yeah,
you know, got probably a better sequel to Dolomite.
I guess maybe that's what I'm trying to say. I think you just worded it a lot better than I did. If they would have just let him write a script
Yeah.
and then just went and shot it, it would have been fine. It
It would
would
have
have
had
been
the
funny
funny. It would
without.
have had the humor. It would have done.
Mm-hmm.
It was a setup to show his stand up.
Mm-hmm.
But you could tell that they had to fill it to get it to that 90 minutes.
Yeah, there was a lot of filling. There was a lot of boobs. I mean, holy cow! Like I
Yeah,
said, I like boobs, I guess, as much as the next straight guy. But holy cow! For let's say this movie was 90 minutes. I'm not even sure how long this movie was, but it sure seemed like 85 of those minutes had boobs in it.
probably.
And it's like, okay, I get it. I get it. I get it. You want to show boobs. Where's the rest of the story, man? And it's the same problem I have with any other movie that does that sort of thing. It's
Yeah.
like, where's the rest of the story? You started out okay. You started out going somewhere,
Yeah.
but now you're not. Now you stopped telling me a story and are just doing something gratuitous for
It's
whatever
almost
reason.
like it was made up on the spot.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
like, oh shit, we need something to fill here. Boobs.
Yeah.
The one funny scene that I thought was funny was when he's being the book salesman or something, and he's showing no, it's art. He's showing
Is
her
he's
the black velvet paintings, and the
Oh
lady's
yeah.
getting funny right there on the scene, and she starts fantasizing, and they show her on the big blocks, the letter
What
blocks that
the
says
hell? It said
pulled out
bed
bed.
and that was so freaking bizarre, but it ended
But
so funny.
the funniest scene was the black guy. All these black guys are just ripped. And the one black guy's getting out of the toy box, and he looks at the camera and he does like a little pose, and it's just he totally breaks the fourth wall. And I just started cracking up at that moment. Like that to me was just hysterical. That was just one of the funniest moments in that movie because it was you weren't expecting it at all. It was not an
Right.
expected moment. It was like a natural joke.
That and the whole apartment falling apart with the ceiling
Oh,
coming down, the
oh my lord.
chandeliers on fire, the
You're in Pasadena. You're in Pasadena.
yeah. Yeah.
It was stupid, but it was funny.
Yeah. I laughed. I laughed.
You can't help it. But again, I think he tried too hard on this one, and I can hardly wait to see the next one.
Yeah. TV
So,
wheat straw.
yeah, I, I would recommend watching the movie if you're a Rudy Ray Moore fan, just because it's funny. It's got its moments.
It has its
And that
moments.
that stunt with him jumping in the beginning of the movie,
Dude.
jumping down that hill. That hill's like at a 45-degree angle, easy.
Yeah.
I
That
mean,
was a
that's
hell
not
of a hill.
That a stuntman would probably look at that and go, "That's going to be a tough jump. That's going to be a tough roll."
Rudy said, fuck it.
Rudy, naked as a jaybird, jumping over that freaking cliff and just rolling down that ivy, and then butt sliding down to the car naked. Holy cow! I would even look at that and go, "You got a stuntman? We have a
Yeah, exactly.
stuntman? Can we afford a
Not going to have them.
stuntman?"
We're going to creatively shoot this.
Yeah, we're going to do something completely different where I don't have to roll down this ivy naked.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's pretty much my thoughts as well. Watch it if you're a Rudy Ray Moore fan. It's not as good as Dolomite.
No.
I still give Rudy Ray Moore a lot of credit for doing what he loved to do, and it shows. It shows.
Yeah, definitely.
It's just not. We've seen worse,
Yeah,
and
we
that's a
definitely
very
seen
low
worse.
bar. The Star Wars Holiday Special set the bar on the fucking floor.
Way low.
So if you can get over that,
You're pretty
you're not
good.
too bad. We'll watch it.
You're not horrible.
You're not horrible. You're not great. I won't watch it again, but it was, yeah.
Like I'll watch Dolomite again.
Yes.
Because I think it's a good movie.
Oh, there's so much good in Dolomite.
I don't know that I'll watch this movie again, but it was enjoyable to an extent.
Yeah.
I see what they were trying to do, and I think that's why I'm holding them to a little bit higher esteem, I guess, than I should, or maybe I shouldn't. But it seems like they were trying to accomplish something and they didn't really know how to, and that's like you said. I think if they would have just let the guy write the story and then went and shot it, I think
they would have got the same thing. Yeah.
I think they would have gotten the same thing and probably funnier.
Right.
because you would have had a more serious script shot by Rudy Ray Moore
Yeah.
and his team, and I think that would have worked better.
Yeah, and it doesn't help that Rudy can't act for shit.
No, he can't.
And he doesn't care.
And nobody cares around him because they're all having. You can see them having fun.
Yes,
I mean,
you
can definitely see
absolutely
the
can.
fun coming out in this movie, and that's what helps it a lot too
Yeah.
for me. The fact that Ernie Hudson in the movie, Ernie Hudson plays like one of Rudy Ray Moore's sidekick buddies, and they're all hanging out. And at the very end, the one other guy gets shot, and Ernie Hudson told him, he goes, "He's my brother," and I'm like, you motherfuckers have never mentioned this guy being your brother.
I know, all of a
And if
sudden.
they did, I totally missed it because
No.
I thought they were just friends hanging out. And this guy's like, "This is my brother. He's my brother," and I'm like, when did you mention that? When was this ever set up to be your brother?
They were all brothers.
Yeah, maybe, I don't know. I'm missing something here.
One big family. I don't know.
I still love the shotgun blast to the car and it just explodes.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's early on.
The flaming gay guy they robbed the car from was funny.
I kept expecting him to come back.
I
That
know,
was a
right?
perfect setup. I'm like waiting for him to come back and save everybody.
That would have been funny.
That's what I was expecting. I was expecting like everybody to be held up and blah blah blah, and this gay guy just come in and shoot everybody, or the gay guy come in and do something to save the day, and go, "Well, I owed you one for bringing me out to California."
That motherfucker had a lot of fun in that role.
Oh
my God, did he throw himself
yeah.
into it?
You could see it.
Yeah.
What's funny is he's a gay white guy surrounded by all these big buff black guys, and
he was in heaven.
"Oh, this is the best moment of my life." And then some of the black guys are
I'm
just
not kidnapped.
like, "Oh shit, oh shit, we just kidnapped the gay white guy." And
He was happy to be
So they're
kidnapped.
going from Alabama all the way to fucking California with this gay guy, and they're all buff, straight black guys with this little skinny white guy. And he's not even mad that he's been kidnapped. We're going to California? Great.
Wow.
They're gonna have, what do you say to him whenever they say, "Well, here's your car and here's some money, thanks for loaning us your car." He goes, "Well, they're gonna have to kidnap me and drag me back home because I'm not going anywhere."
No, as soon as he saw somebody skipping down the street.
Yeah. Oh God, that was funny. But like I said, I just kept expecting him to show up again.
Yeah, we didn't get it.
Again, another loose tie or another untidied ending that, okay, well, why did you even show this guy if you weren't going to use? That's another gun on the mantle that they could have used.
It is. They set it up for humor at the beginning, but they spent enough time on that character. That's a loose end.
Yeah, that was too much time spent on the throwaway character.
Yeah. If they were just going to do that, they should have just never had him in the damn car, and the next thing you know, they're out in L.A.
Right. They should have just stole the car at that point.
Yeah.
If you're not going to reuse that guy, just steal the car and go.
Yeah, because a little bit of comic relief and then nothing. But I think that's what happened with a lot of threads. You pull on them, the whole damn thing unravels because it's
right.
Like with the police captain, was obvious they were setting him up to be involved somehow, and they decided not to go that way and
be the bad guy.
And it's like that's what makes me think a lot of stuff was done right on the spot, and the decisions made. I'm still confused about the crazy torturing witch in the old psycho house.
What happened to her? Because there was another one. They left. She was, last I saw her, she was tied up in the corner as they were saving the two women that were stripped down to their underwear. And now, why would you not grab that hand grenade first before you tried to untie that girl?
Dude, I was screaming at the damn TV. It's like, she's got a live grenade. Grab that, put the pin in it, or just hold on to it, get it out of there. But no, I'm going to throw it in a 10-foot basement to the corner and we'll all be fine. And they were. That was a weak-ass grenade.
He's sitting there cutting her vines, and they're like, "Why in the hell are you doing that? Grab that hand grenade that's between her legs. It's going to come out." Sure enough, it comes out. He just picks it up and throws it. I'm like, oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Rudy.
I have a feeling
you motherfuckers know how hand grenades work. But okay.
I think a lot of this movie is one take.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well,
one
I'm
take.
sure he didn't have the funds to do
No, the film is
so
very
much shit.
expensive.
Yeah, especially
So,
back then. Hell.
yeah, they went with it. Probably didn't have a way to really see it right away to see if it was worthwhile. Um,
You'd
so,
think they would at least have run through it a couple of times. Like, hey, this doesn't make any sense. Maybe you should grab the hand grenade and throw it outside. We can do the big boom and shake the camera like it went
yeah,
off. You don't even have to show anything. I don't know.
exactly.
Rudy, God bless you, man. You made movies, and I can't complain that. Can't complain about that at all. Everything that I'm picking on is just stupid little shit.
Yeah, yeah,
Really?
we've seen worse.
Yeah,
We've
we've
seen
seen
worse.
worse. Eat my dust.
Yeah, yeah. Eat my dust. So my final thoughts are, if you want to watch a Rudy Ray Moore movie, eh,
My final thoughts are, hey, take it or leave it. What are you
yeah,
talking
take it
about?
or
I
leave
don't know. Be your own self. Do what you want to do. Don't listen to me. What do I know? I'm just your father. Don't worry. Be the thing that you want to be.
Yeah, well, that about sums it up. So next week, Petey Wheatstraw, right?
Yeah, do you want to do PD Wheatstraw next, or do you
Yeah,
want to
let's do
do,
Petey Wheat. Let's do Petey
okay.
Wheatstraw next, also known as the Devil's Son-in-Law or something like that.
Yeah,
Or
PD Wheatstraw, Devil Son, and that's evidently based on a true character, like a true person.
interesting, interesting.
Yeah,
I
that's what I
read the
thought.
synopsis and I was like, oh my god, this is going to be great.
Yeah, I'm hoping it's as great as it seems. But as soon as I found out that it's based on a real guy, I was like, wait a minute, what? He's like a blues singer or something. And he
Interesting.
insisted that he married the devil's daughter
Oh my god.
at some point. I'm gonna have to double check that, but I want to say that was the story that he was telling.
Yeah, down at the
So
crossroads, I'm sure.
yeah, that's a devil on the crossroads. That's Johnson, but
Yeah.
that's yeah.
See, this is Johnson's third cousin, Petey,
Yeah.
and the whole family sold their soul to the
The
crossroads
whole
demon.
damn family still they're still in the devil. Look where it got him. Nowhere.
Nobody's heard of Petey. We all know
Nobody's
Robert
heard of
Johnson.
Petey. That's right. Because he could play the guitar, for crying out loud.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know what Petey could do.
We're going to find out. So make sure and join us next week for Rudy Ray Moore again with Petey Wheatstraw. Thanks for tuning in.